Congress absolutely tore apart Gary Gensler and the SEC today. It's so hard to see how they can go and appeal the Ripple case after what we just witnessed, guys. I'm gonna play you some clips from that hearing that they had today. It was about 6 hours long. I'll play you a couple clips from that. Just Gary Gensler getting absolutely verbally abused, man. Overall, the market, right? Bitcoin still showing some strength, a little over 64K. Uh, Everything's just looking like it kind of wants to go, but nothing big happened yet. So let's dive into it. I think, right, we got like 13 days until the appeal window closes for the Ripple case. And dude, just after seeing how Gary Gensler got dealt with here, man, like the chances of them appealing, I've been saying it from day one. I don't think it's happening, but this just farther pushes it in that direction, in my opinion. The narrative's definitely shifting around crypto in the U.S. and around regulation. So here you go. Let's watch this clip.
The SEC broke the law, your attorneys lied to the court, and no one in your leadership here in D.C. has been held accountable. That tracks. Seems like business as usual here in Washington. Okay, switching gears very quickly. It's been recently reported that Vice President Harris has finally said she'd craft clear rules of the road for the digital asset space if she becomes president. Is this your approach too, sir? Or do you think she's rebuking you because she doesn't think you've done a good enough job establishing these clear rules over the last 3 years of her administration?
I think that there's laws in place. If Congress wishes to change them, they'll change them. But we are enforcing the laws, and there are many people in this field
so you don't
that are
think
not
she's
following
rebuking
the laws.
Reclaiming my time. Well, it's very interesting that you view your performance that way, because we have a litany of court cases, extraordinary confusion in the marketplace, and millions of Americans pining for clarity from you. You've abused the agency's enforcement tools, and you've even baited companies eager to comply with you, only to hit them with enforcement actions. You've retaliated against businesses and people who have come before this committee to talk about the next generation of American finance. And perhaps somehow, worst of all, you've made up the term crypto asset security. This term is nowhere to be found in statute. You made it up. You never provided any interpretive guidance on how crypto asset security might be defined within the walls of your SEC. Yet, you made the broad proclamation that you believe a majority of tokens are crypto asset securities. You did this, and you deliberately used this made-up term as the basis for your entire enforcement crusade over the past 3 years, only for your lawyers to retract it in a footnote to a court just last week. Your inconsistencies on this issue, sir, have set this country back. We could not have had a more historically destructive or lawless chairman of the SEC. And I yield back.
So absolutely amazing clip there from Representative Tom Emmer. And Jack the Rippler here commented on it. The time has come for Gary Gensler. I believe there will not be an appeal of the XRP ruling. Again, October 7th is that deadline, but absolutely just tearing apart Gary. Gary has had like nothing to say. I watched a little bit of this hearing outside of these clips, and it was just funny. Whenever Gary got pressed, he does what he always tries to do, man. He tried to avoid the questions, but it was hilarious to watch. So here from Crypto Insight UK, Gensler is dodging questions. Pierce is actually talking sense, and we're going to get to a clip of her next. She is a chairman at the SEC, but just not the head of the SEC like Gensler, but she is a higher up at the SEC, and she was actually making good points and being reasonable. And he says, yeah, Pierce should be head of the SEC. How much does Gensler look like Mr. Burns from The Simpsons in this? My life must be a simulation at this point. So yeah, very, very funny here. I might have to put that in the thumbnail. But we'll move over to this clip from Hester Pierce, where she is talking about how the SEC has deliberately targeted crypto.
I think what's happening is that we're trying to be ambiguous because the legal precision carries with it real implications. And this is why people have been coming to us and saying we need clarity. Is the token itself a security? Or is it part of an investment contract? Is it being sold together with an investment contract? If it is, what is that investment contract and how long does it track along with the token? by using imprecise language, we've been able to sort of suggest that the token itself is a security apart from that investment contract, which has implications for secondary sales. It has implications for who can list it. And I think this is absolutely, we've fallen down on our duty as a regulator not to be precise. And so tucking into a footnote that, yes, we admit that now actually the token itself is not a security, that's something that we should have admitted long ago and then started wrestling with the difficult questions.
Right.
So yeah, there you go. At least there's some people at the SEC talking sense. Nice to see. But it was just great to watch them get absolutely slammed down today and have Congress press them again. It doesn't really matter until there's actual change that takes place. The agency stops pursuing all these companies. And realistically for us, none of it matters until the price of these cryptos go up and make us money, right? So here from Mason Versus, anyone who's talking about $10 per XRP needs to shut up and focus on $3 plus XRP and breaking an all-time high first. I believe we can do it in due time. Reminder, I was the one talking about double-digit XRP price at one point. I have woken up. We need real crypto education, real knowledge, not random BS. And this then Ripple Van, well, we need to focus on 75 cents. Forget about $3. We have 3 key areas to break before we can even talk about $1. So yeah, everyone's throwing around these big numbers, but as I always say, like nothing on the XRP chart is exciting at all until like we're talking about dollars and not cents. So until then, ain't no reason to freak out. No reason to get excited over a 2-cent pump to 61 cents like everyone did the other day. It's all just noise, all just nonsense. Focus on the big picture, right? Here from PharoX, XRP is ready for a massive boom any day now, hopefully. Crypto Michael says it's going to be a huge week. It's going to be insane. He says, few realize the sheer magnitude of the incoming week. Here from 24 Hours Crypto, listen closely or get left behind. We're at ground zero. And people still question the future of crypto. In just a few months, retail investors will be priced out. They'll only afford fractions of these assets, whereas now they can buy whole ones. Yes, people will be paying $5 for 2 XRP. Get ready. That's not even a lot. Like, that's still cheap, in my opinion. But I'm not going to play this whole clip. About a 2-minute clip. Go check out 24 Hour Crypto's new video if you want to watch that. He posted some great information in there. And some great clips to watch. So, hear from Pharaoh soon. Anything that annoys you is for teaching you patience. And yeah, this is how it all plays out, right? It could be all this time going down sideways, and then in one candle, it takes it all back. So, Kyle Chase, there's no way we don't go parabolic very, very soon. I feel it in my bones. I've been here 12 years already, and I've never been this bullish. And that sentiment was shared here by Mikey Bull. Calm before the storm, the market's about to rip higher. He also can feel it in his bones, he says. Massive alt season, Bitcoin currently preparing to hit a new all-time high. Here from Chad Steingraber, BNY, which is a Ripple partner, is going to become the first bank to custody crypto assets for ETFs. The SEC is allowing them to disregard SAB 121. Interesting news there. Interesting update. Again, all these big partners with Ripple doing all these big things makes you think, right? And finally, here from the crypto asset guy, imagine if the SEC doesn't appeal. Super mega ultra uptrend. And yeah, that's what we're hoping for, right? So I think that's where we're headed. Like I said, it was just cool to see Gary and the SEC get a bit roasted today, put under the fire. So I hope you enjoyed those clips. I hope you enjoyed the little update. If you did, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.